Welcome back to America Today. College basketball delivered a statement game on Tuesday night, and it came from one of the sport's most intimidating venues. At a packed Allen Fieldhouse, Kansas Jayhawks sent a loud message to the rest of the Big 12 and the nation, handing Iowa State Cyclones their first loss of the season with a dominant 84-63 victory. Coming into the night, Iowa State was ranked number 2 in the country, unbeaten, and widely viewed as one of the most complete teams in Division I. Kansas, meanwhile, had just fallen out of the AP Top 25 and entered the matchup as a rare home underdog, a reflection of recent struggles that included losses to unranked UCF and West Virginia. But from the opening tip, those narratives flipped completely. Kansas came out aggressive, confident, and in total control. The Jayhawks were led by Tre White, who scored 19 points and set the tone early. White knocked down 4 three-pointers in the first half, punishing an Iowa State defense that simply couldn't recover. Darryn Peterson added 16 points, while Melvin Council Jr. chipped in 15. Freshman Flory Bidunga rounded out the balanced scoring effort with 10 points. But the biggest difference wasn't just shot-making, it was ball control. Kansas dominated the turnover battle in the first half, forcing 10 Iowa State turnovers while committing only 2 of its own. The Cyclones, a team known for discipline and efficiency, looked rattled by Kansas's pressure and the relentless energy inside Allen Fieldhouse. By halftime, the scoreboard told a stunning story. Kansas led 44-23. Iowa State, which had impressed all season, including a 23-point road win over then number 1 Purdue, couldn't find any rhythm. The Cyclones went cold from beyond the arc, struggled to initiate offense, and rarely got comfortable possessions. Still, to their credit, Iowa State didn't fold. The Cyclones opened the second half with renewed urgency. Tamin Lipsey scored back-to-back baskets, Nate Heese got involved offensively, and consecutive three-pointers brought the deficit down to 53-42 with just over 13 minutes remaining. For a brief moment, the building got quiet, and the possibility of a comeback felt real. But that was as close as Iowa State would get. After the Cyclones missed 2 chances to cut the lead to single digits, Kansas delivered the knockout blow, a 10-0 run fueled by defensive stops, transition buckets, and another surge of energy from the home crowd. Just like that, the lead ballooned back to 24 points, and the outcome was no longer in doubt. Kansas coasted the rest of the way, securing its 8th straight win over Iowa State at Allen Fieldhouse, a streak that continues to define the dominance of the Jayhawks on their home floor. For Iowa State, it was a rare off night. Joshua Jefferson led the Cyclones with 12 points, but he also committed 5 turnovers, emblematic of the team's struggles. Lipsey finished with 10 points on 4 of 15 shooting, while Milan Mumsilovic scored 11 and Heese added 10. The loss dropped Iowa State to 16-1 overall and 3-1 in Big 12 play, but it also served as a reminder of how unforgiving conference basketball can be, especially on the road. For Kansas, the win may prove to be a turning point. Now 12-5 and 2-2 in Big 12, the Jayhawks responded emphatically after being dropped from the rankings, knocking off one of the nation's last remaining unbeaten teams and doing it in convincing fashion. Up next, Iowa State will look to bounce back on the road against Cincinnati on Saturday. Kansas won't get much rest either, as the Jayhawks prepare for a major matchup against Baylor on Friday night, another opportunity to build momentum and reassert themselves in the national picture. Tuesday night made one thing clear. When Kansas is locked in, especially at Allen Fieldhouse, rankings and records don't matter much. For more college basketball highlights, ranking shakeups, and Big 12 coverage you can trust, like this video, subscribe to America Today, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update.